Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the dugout. My name is Theophilus Usaide Agbalawo.
And my name is Adetola Oluwaseyi Roberts.
Are you sure that's your name?
They know that's my name. Why are you whining our esteemed audience?
It feels so good to be back. And of course, it's been back to back. Football season has ended. Transfer season has started. And the FIFA World Club Cup, yes, FIFA World Club Cup has started as well. And we've seen some banger results and some not so interesting results. But then again, that's what it's been all about. And then we are focusing more on transfers today. A certain king has moved on from his kingdom. He's moved on to Italy. Talking about Kevin De Bruyne, after 10 successful years at the Etihad, Tola, it was the end of it's an end of an era. Moving to Napoli, do you think would he be able to carry on at least with a little bit of form he showed during the World Cup qualifiers not too long ago? In Napoli.
I was listening to Talk Sports. Not Lagos Talks rather. The Sports Zone, the program every day, 8 o'clock. Charles and Azudu, Shegun Pondit, So I mean our Egbons of our Egbons. No, they're the Egbons of our Egbons.
They're up there though.
You know,
no lies.
In the industry.
No lies, yeah.
So they were talking about that move. You know, I mean, you would think De Bruyne is going, like, okay, he's done so well and he's going to go to maybe Asia, you know, or China, somewhere, or US, you can make
or Saudi.
But he's going to Napoli. Napoli are the reigning Serie A champions.
Yeah.
So that means he's not going there to go and collect money. He's not going there to go and, it's not pensions.
Yes.
He's going there to play. Meaning, personally, he probably believes that he still has championship football to give, as in championship level football to give.
Definitely.
But maybe the pace in England is a bit too fast for him. Maybe giving him too many injuries. You know, Serie A game, they do a lot more of technical play than running in the Serie A.
Okay.
So we think that is that the reason why he chose to go to Serie A, to go and play where the pace is not as much, where he has more time on the ball to do so many things. So that was the argument, because if you expect after achieving all he has achieved in football, you probably go to a place where it won't be as competitive, and then make the remaining money for maybe 4 or 5 years to play, and then relax and enjoy his retirement from 36 thereabout. But he's gone to Serie A, and not just to any club in Serie A. He's gone to Napoli, the reigning Serie A champion. So definitely, he still believes that he has championship quality football in him.
Legs,
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Well, I don't really think it's about the pace though, but I think it's about the level of Manchester City, because he could still play for Bournemouth, he could still play for Wolverhampton Wanderers, he could still play for maybe an Everton.
Are you saying that he should have still stayed in England?
No, I'm not saying he should have stayed in England.
Okay.
But
Man City.
Yeah, but I think with the level at which Manchester City expected him to be at this season, he hasn't been able to show it. And looking at the levels he has shown in previous seasons, I think it is just time for him to move on. And I understand wanting to leave the league entirely. I think he got married while he was in the Premier League, had all his kids. He has 3 kids, you know, with his partner and all of that. So moving on to Italy, playing for the Serie A champions, I think it would be a fantastic one for him. Also, I'd like to see the link up with a certain Scott McTominay, and of course his teammate in the national team.
Player of the year, actually.
Yes, Scott McTominay, and then his teammate in the national team, highest goal scorer for Belgium in their history ever. Talking about Romelu Theophilus Lukaku. Remember Lukaku with the dreads back then?
Nah, that was...
these Gen Zs might not really know.
A lot of people know that Lukaku was on dreads one time.
Like very, very massive dreadlocks.
With his big head.
And now he doesn't look like me anymore, because when you say big head, like, what are you driving at? You know, and also, moving on, Luka Modric.
Yeah.
Easily one of the most respected players in modern football. I remember when Luka Modric signed for Real Madrid. Back then, he was labelled in his first season. He signed the same season Alexander Song signed for Barcelona. Yeah. And in his first season, he was labelled flop. Flop of the league.
Fast forward how many years?
5 Champions League titles, multiple league titles, and a World Cup Player of the Year medal, and World Cup tournament. Yeah, no, semi-final. Finalist. World Cup finalist against France in 2018. I think he was player of the tournament in that tournament.
And Ballon d'Or
as well. Ballon d'Or winner, and it's been an illustrious career for the Croatian, and he's moving on now for Real Madrid. Tola, Luka Modric, just sum him up.
Well, first of all, I'd say is more of like he didn't start off as a superstar.
Definitely.
And
But
he didn't
I
have.
always rated him at
No,
Tottenham.
no,
Though.
he was a good player to say. I forget that
Yes.
call. Him, Gareth
Gareth
Bale.
Bale, yes.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think Rafael van der Vaart was
I'm
in that
trying to
team.
remember whether they played
Jermaine
together before
Defoe.
Van der Vaart left.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe was in that team.
The core
Yes.
was a
Ledley
solid
King and
Ledley King
like,
it was a solid core. I mean, they terrorized us now back then.
Yeah, I remember.
Beat us a couple of
Vividly.
times, even from the 2-goal lead to now beating us in Emirates 3-2.
Yeah.
About. So
You should remember that.
of course. So
Yeah.
there wasn't a particular time where you say he was the best player in the world, like he was top of the world, but you could see the progression gradually to a point where he became more like a marquee player on the pitch. Like, you know that once Modric is on the pitch, anything can happen from the midfield.
Yes.
So you might remember that game against Manchester City where they were down at in 3 minutes. He comes in, gives that Trevella assist and everything.
Yes.
So he's that kind of player
That was the season that Benzema literally exploded.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you could follow his story from his time at Tottenham to that flop season at Madrid, and all of a sudden from that flop season, the trajectory just kept on going
It's been upward.
up. And even at the age of 40, he's going to be 40 this year, I think.
Yeah.
He still looks like someone that once he's on the pitch is like the best midfielder on the pitch,
Definitely.
even in the world.
He has lost his space quite all right. He's lost his space.
He's 40,
He's 40 years, yes. I know a couple of 40 years old that are looking at they can compete with. But hey, let's not dwell on that. Well, he's lost his space, but he's still a fantastic footballer any day, anytime. And they say class is permanent.
Yeah, always.
Class is permanent, you know. And
but don't go to Man U because class is permanent.
Until
Casemiro didn't look like class again. The class look permanent for everybody.
I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I am sorry. I never rated Casemiro even while he was at Real Madrid. No. I am sorry. Nobody in their right mind will put Sergio Busquets and Casemiro in the same bracket. You will not put Casemiro and Vieira in the same bracket. You will not put Casemiro and Roy Keane in the same bracket. You will not put Casemiro. Hold on, because
okay,
at the quick vex.
You
will not put Casemiro and N'Golo Kante in the same bracket. I am sorry. I am sorry. I don't think he ranks. Casemiro literally got away with murder.
At Madrid.
Literally got away with murder in the La Liga.
Let's not dwell too much.
So because small thing they make me vex, and you don't they carry me go where my head on the touch.
We're running short on time. But I'll just say this. I'll say this thing as a
Yeah.
Gen Z. Put your Champions League on the table. You see? When there is again Arsenal fans, you keep quiet.
You see when you bring this up, what can I say?
End it.
But
that's what everybody says.
If it's coming from an Arsenal fan,
Everybody says
I won't argue.
they use it against us. So
But right about now, Tottenham are even saying put your Europa.
no, that one, you can talk about the Europa waiting. I beg you. What do you do? Like talking about Arsenal, you see, I love my Arsenal team.
You do?
Yeah,
You don't.
there's particular picture.
You know I say you don't.
Because I
We're
remember Jesse
asking.
Andy.
In the comment section, just ask him when was the last time you bought an Arsenal jersey. Just ask him.
Oh,
Go on, I'm listening.
But I have this
Lover
picture.
of Arsenal.
I have this picture that you see why I love Arsenal now. I have this picture on Twitter.
Yeah.
I will show you the picture after.
You say you love Arsenal.
But check this out. This picture is fantastic. I actually love it. So it says now I'm going to call a starting level of Arsenal now. Starting from number one. Number one, discussed. That's goalkeeper discussed.
Mm-hmm.
At 6, prioritize. At 5, shortlisted. At 2, watched. At 3, open talks. At 4, mentioned. At 8, seduced. At 10, interested. At 11, targeted. At 7, considered. And in attack, admired. These are the words you hear every transfer window.
Every season.
Every transfer window. Arsenal in the links with Arsenal closely monitoring, Arsenal admiring, Arsenal observing. We don't go close nothing. We go loan in Sterling,
Right,
and the likes. I love my team. I won't be surprised if Arsenal don't buy any of the strikers they're talking about.
So it will be a shambolic season, especially looking at Liverpool. When I didn't expect Liverpool to win the league this season, Tola.
Nobody did.
And they signed, I think Chiesa was the only signing at the start of the season.
I think it was 2. They signed 2 players.
Chiesa was like the marquee signing.
Yeah, the marquee signing.
You know,
he didn't even really play
he
much.
didn't really start the season with them. And you're looking at in Liverpool now going on to sign Florian Wirtz for 100 and what knows how many million.
Yeah. The rumor is 150 million. I'm not sure if it's that much.
Whatever the case may be, the moment you're willing to smash 100 million on a player.
One single player.
And this is a team that won the English Premier League with games to spare. This is a team that only narrowly lost out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League to the eventual winners.
Yeah. PSG.
Narrowly lost out to PSG. And at the start of the window, you have already identified a target and you have splashed the goods on the target. And there are rumors that you are still in the market for another marquee striker. It states intent.
Of course.
It shows what this team is all about. Arsenal, on the other hand, 3 seasons in a row, just like Manchester City doing 3 seasons in a row winning the league, Arsenal have finished second 3 seasons in a row. Probably will finish second again this season. It is what it is. Arsenal are always admiring, always seducing, always observing, always watching, never signing. I don't know what is happening. What is happening in the boardroom?
You have to speak to Ateta Konke and this new sporting director. What's his name again? I can't remember.
Because
Batra,
because when we look at Arsenal, and I know I understand your frustration as an Arsenal fan. Even Tottenham Hotspurs are signing players. Mbeumo was supposed to move to Manchester United. Now I don't blame him. His coach has moved on to.
Why would I go to Man U as a player?
No, see, whether we like it or not, because I look at Arsenal and look at Manchester City, Tola.
They've already signed
Ryan, looking at each other. Ryan Cherki and Ryan, what's the other guy's name? And Nuri or so.
Is it Ryan Aït-Nouri?
Ryan Aït-Nouri and Ryan Cherki. I saw Ryan Cherki. I really haven't watched him play. I've heard so much about him. I went on YouTube and watched his comp. Oh my goodness. This guy is a footballer. Saw him against Spain, although they lost that game. He came onto the pitch and literally started the comeback against Spain in the Nations League. So these guys have identified players. They started signing, taking them all the way to the World Club Cup. Arsenal have enough time on their hands. Gyökeres today, Sesko tomorrow. And those are like the only... No. I'm even hearing now that Madrid have entered the race.
Now Beyonce dance with the dance. To the left, Gyökeres. To the right.
I've not heard that Madrid have not entered the race for Martin Zubimendi as well. Zubimendi is Spanish.
I told that thing that if I have not seen the
official unveiling,
because to Arsenal fans,
I thought it was a done deal.
It was already a done deal before the season ended.
I actually
it was just for the season to end, window to open, they should not announce it.
I thought it was a done deal.
Officially, Arsenal not sign anybody. Officially, we did the joke.